I would take the table, no, I would take a chair straight to her shins, chop the giant down.
I'm not sure that would phase her.
A chair to the shins?
She seems like someone, if you hit her with a stop sign, she wouldn't even realize anything had happened.
I'm not going to correct you. Not even going to dispute that.
We got some clarification on the knees rule from super producer. I don't know who that came from. I'm assuming Nathan, but must have 4 or more fights. Both teams have to agree on it beforehand.
Very nice.
The more you know. I'm so excited for this fight.
Kyle Powell in the blue shorts, David Onama in the black shorts.
Powell taking center early.
Onama with some very crisp punches. Onama, a very long fighter for this division, but Powell was able to get past that length momentarily at least.
Oh! Big punches right there exchanged. Good uppercut.
Another beautiful uppercut from Onama.
Both these guys are happily staying in the pocket.
Powell not afraid to be in Onama's boxing range, doing a nice job of putting his guard up, but definitely eating some leather in the process.
The jab of Onama's finding a home anytime he wants it to. You can see the skill level jumped up a notch when these two guys started fighting.
Absolutely. I'd like to see Powell look for some low leg kicks on the front. Right as I say that, he does a nice inside leg kick. I'd like to see him look for some calf kicks on that front leg of Onama.
Oh, big left hand.
Big combination from Onama, but Powell eats it and continues forward. Powell looking for that ankle pick. Unfortunately, if you tell that a few too many times, Onama's going to become wise, and that's the takedown of choice there.
Good inside leg kick. Powell's focusing on that inside leg kick, and I don't know if it's making Onama switch stances or if that's just his style.
He switches stances often, but regardless, I mean, if you can continue to find a home for those leg kicks, it's going to take away the power of that jab, which is the precursor for all of Onama's beautiful combinations. I just don't know if he's going to have time to do it.
I'm telling you, that jab is continuing to find a home. And it doesn't face Kyle Powell.
Which is impressive because that is not a pawing, testing the waters jab. That is a crisp, hard jab. Very nice from these two fighters.
I mean,
Onama's sense of range is admirable.
He feels very John Jones-esque in the sense that when it looks like he's out of range, he can hit you with any one of his punches.
He has, I said it before, he's very tall for the division. He has very long legs, very long arms. So his height is even greater in terms of his reach.
Sure.
It's not just that he's tall, he has long limbs is what I'm trying to say in a not so graceful way. And that can be very, very difficult to figure out and deal with.
Round number 2 underway.
We'll see if Powell changes up his game plan at all. length and distance of Onama. Oh, beautiful hook combination from Onama, switching stances again.
Powell lands a great punch here.
A little bit of taunting there from Onama, saying, hey, hit me at will. I'm not worried about it.
Onama can just close the distance so quickly. Good left hand by Onama.
The problem with fighting the way that Powell is, where he's got his guards up like that, that is a proper textbook way to fight. But sometimes it makes it harder to get those shots off more powerfully because you have to bring your arm back a little bit in order to get all that power wound up. It's hard to deliver huge power from when your hands are right in front of your face. Which is why you see a lot of guys that are really sophisticated strikers fight with their hands down, and they can do that because they're quick enough to bring them back up. Powell's smart to do that because he continues to be in Onama's range. Just a tough puzzle for Powell to figure out.
Powell's trading one punch for 4.
Oh, Onama powers forward with a huge combination.
Kyle Powell has to start being first here in these exchanges. Because although it doesn't look like he's fazed by these punches, he's losing the fight because of it.
And this is a relatively small cage, and so when you see those moments where Onama is able to power forward just based on the length of his combinations, he's going to end up against the fence pretty easily.
Yeah. Some blood coming from the nose of Powell.
Powell's still very game, though, very dangerous.
There we go.
Superman punch from Powell.
Powell.
I like that. You know, when you're not succeeding in your traditional set, start throwing weird stuff. You know, start being unconventional. Big combination lands for Onama.
The jab is violent.
Even when he's not retracting it fully and landing 3 in a row like he just did, he's making Powell's head move. I mean, there is power in that jab. Amazing. Nice kick from Powell to end the round, though. I think clearly you have to say that Onama had that round.
Absolutely.
Powell with a lot of heart, though, and this is MMA. It only takes one punch.
No, Powell is doing a good job of, this is going to sound ridiculous to say, but, limiting the damage that he's taking when Onama throws a 19-punch combo.
Yeah.
But he just has to be more offensive. And I'm interested to see if he looks for the takedown in round 3. In his mind, he has to be down 0-2 and has to be looking for a finish here. So it'll be interesting to see if he changes his game plan up.
I will not be surprised if we see him go back to that ankle pick that he was looking for in the first round, because I think at this point he's going to want to get this fight to the mat.
Absolutely. Mike England saying, do not bring it. There it is, right off the bat.
Right
Good
off
call.
the bat.
Oh.
Big shot from both men.
Powell's doing the right things. I mean, he knows that he's got to be desperate here. Got to keep looking for that takedown.
Powell seems to know that he needs to lay on the pressure like he is right now in order to trap Onama against the fence, but the footwork of Onama is making that near impossible for Powell.
Good left hand by Onama.
As you said, Powell at this point just kind of needs to get desperate and start throwing maybe more Supermans. Certainly I'd like to see more takedown attempts from him. And to continue to pressure forward, I know that's hard to say when you're getting jabbed every time you move forward,
sure.
But he's got to throw more than one punch. Does Powell. Onama continues to land.
This is the first time we've seen Powell put Onama on the defensive.
Onama seems to be just slightly tired. As I say that, he's mounting a great offense off the cage, but
the tides are turning here.
Certainly Powell's biggest moment in the fight. If he can continue to maintain that momentum, that is exactly what he needs to do. Pressure forward, eat a few punches, and put Onama's back on the cage. Look for that takedown.
Good uppercut by Onama. Powell just has to push forward here.
And this is a moment where conditioning can win a fight. If Powell had an endless gas tank right now and could pour on the pressure, it would be his best chance to win the fight. Both of these men just absolutely throwing leather right to the belt.
Great fight.
Great fight.
Great fight.
He called it.
David Onama, this kid has an incredible future, and man, Kyle Powell, tough as nails. Had a couple shining moments in the fight there, but in the end, David Onama just a little bit too much.
David Onama shows
Let's hear it for
a
both
great
fighters.
deal of
That was a
sophistication
hell of a
for
fight.
such a young fighter. I am excited to see his future.
Absolutely. To answer your question on the chat, Imprint Everlasting, there are 5 more fights on this card. 1 more amateur fight, and then we get into the pro portion of the card.
Small weight, is it true you learned how to front kick so well from Sensei Steven Seagal of Japan? Small weight, I have not had the good fortune of training with Sensei Seagal, but I would love to, because if he could take credit for Anderson Silva's front kick,
yeah.
he should be able to take credit for mine.
Yep. Let's go inside the cage and make this thing official.
Once again, let's hear it for both competitors in the cage. We now go to the judges' scorecards. Judges Fernando Marquez, Jerry Griffin, and Ross Swanberg are all in agreement. They score the bout 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, David